You failed once, then again, and again, and again. At first, it didn't hurt much. You told yourself, it's okay, I'll try again. But after some time, failure started to feel heavy, like a weight on your chest. Like every attempt was taking something away from you. Your confidence, your energy, your hope. Now you stand at a point where you are tired, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. You look at others succeeding and you ask yourself, why not me? You begin to doubt your abilities. You begin to question your purpose. And slowly, a dangerous thought enters your mind. Maybe I'm not meant for this. But listen carefully. That thought is a lie. Failure is not proof that you are not good enough. It is proof that you are trying. And trying means you are moving. And moving means you are not stuck. Most people never even try. They stay safe, they stay comfortable, and they never discover what they are capable of. But you stepped forward. You took the risk. You faced the possibility of failure, and that already makes you different. Even in your lowest moment, even when everything feels like it's falling apart, God is still watching over you. Not to judge you, not to punish you, but to see if you will rise again. Because your story is not defined by how many times you fall. It is defined by how many times you choose to stand up. People often think failure means the end. They believe if something didn't work, it means it was never meant to be. But that is not how life works, and that is not how God works. Failure is not rejection, it is redirection. Sometimes the path you are walking is not wrong, it is just incomplete. Sometimes you need to fail to learn something important. Something you would never understand if everything went smoothly. Think about it. Before light came into the world, there was darkness. Before victory, there is always struggle. Before resurrection, there was pain and sacrifice. Even Jesus faced rejection. People doubted him. People mocked him. People turned their backs on him. If anyone had a reason to quit, it was him. But he didn't stop. Why? Because his purpose was bigger than his pain. And your purpose is also bigger than your failures. Right now, you might not understand why things are not working. You might feel lost. But just because you don't understand the process doesn't mean there is no plan. God sees the full picture. You only see a small part. So when things go wrong, don't say, why me? Instead say, what is this teaching me? Because every failure carries a lesson. And every lesson brings you one step closer to success. You keep failing, not because you are weak, but because you are growing. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is painful. Growth often looks like failure from the outside. Every time you fall, you learn something new. Maybe you learn patience. Maybe you learn discipline. Maybe you learn what doesn't work. And sometimes, knowing what doesn't work is more powerful than knowing what does. But the biggest mistake people make is quitting too early. They fail 2 times and stop. They fail 5 times and give up. They fail 10 times and decide it's impossible. But success doesn't come to the one who never fails. It comes to the one who refuses to quit. Imagine if every time you failed, you got a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more prepared. Then failure wouldn't be your enemy, it would be your training. And that's exactly what it is. You are not losing, you are learning. You are not falling behind, you are being prepared. God is not ignoring you, He is building you. So instead of asking, how many times will I fail? Start asking, how strong will I become if I keep going? Because one day, all these failures will connect. And when they do, they will create a success that is stronger than anything you imagine. Here's something powerful you need to understand. The moment you feel like quitting is often the moment right before your breakthrough. That's when your mind is tired. That's when your heart feels weak. That's when your faith is being tested the most. Because giving up is easy. Anyone can quit. Anyone can walk away. Anyone can say, I tried, but it didn't work. But not everyone has the strength to say, I will try one more time. Just one more time. That's all it takes sometimes. One more effort. One more attempt. One more step forward. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to feel confident. You just need to move. Faith is not about feeling strong. Faith is about continuing even when you feel weak. Even when fear is loud, choose to move. Even when doubt is heavy, choose to try. Even when failure repeats, choose not to stop. Because the breakthrough you are waiting for might be just one step ahead. And if you quit now, you may never reach it. Even when you fail, Jesus does not give up on you. Think about that. You may lose faith in yourself, but He does not. You may doubt your future, but He still sees your potential. You may fall again and again, but His hand is always there to lift you. So why are you giving up on yourself? If God hasn't quit on you, why should you quit on your dreams? Stop being ashamed of your failures. They are not your weakness, they are your story. They are proof that you kept going when it was hard. One day, the same failures you cry about today will become the reason someone else finds hope. One day, your story will inspire others to keep going. So don't hide your struggles. Don't run from your failures. Use them. Learn from them. Grow through them. Fail again and again and again, but rise stronger every time. Because success is not for the perfect, it is for the persistent. And God is not looking for perfection, He is looking for faith. So say it within yourself today. I may fail, but I will rise again. Because with God, failure is never final, and your success is already on its way.